Jensen Huang just did an interview that has rocked the AI world. Here are the big 7 lessons from Jensen Huang that will reshape how you think about AI, jobs, and the global economy. But before we dive in, let's step back. Who is Jensen Huang and why does he matter? Jensen Huang is the co-founder and CEO of NVIDIA, the company that makes the GPUs that powers nearly all of the world's cutting-edge AI. It's NVIDIA's GPUs that train and run ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Anthropic Claude, basically every major AI model you've heard of. It's running on NVIDIA GPUs. And under Huang's leadership, NVIDIA's market cap has surged past $4 trillion, making it the most valuable company in the world. So when he talks about the future of compute, jobs, and AI's role in the economy, it isn't theory. He's the architect building the infrastructure. That's why what he says matters. Now let's get into his 7 big, bold predictions. At number 1 is OpenAI could be a $1 trillion giant.
OpenAI is likely going to be the next multi-trillion-dollar hyperscale company.
Huang believes that OpenAI will be the next multi-trillion-dollar hyperscaler. Not just a lab, not just a chatbot, but an infrastructure company as critical as AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. He's even called investing in OpenAI one of the smartest investments we can possibly imagine. NVIDIA has also invested in Elon Musk's xAI and in CoreWeave, one of the fastest growing GPU cloud providers. For Huang, these aren't side bets. They're signs of who will define the AI economy. At number 2, the $5 trillion compute buildout. All chips will move to acceleration. Most analysts predict that AI infrastructure spending will hit $2 trillion by 2030. Huang says that's way too low. Just a month ago, in his analyst quarterly brief, he predicted that AI infrastructure spend by the end of the decade would reach $3.5 to $4 trillion. Now he's upped the ante. He says the compute buildout will be $5 trillion.
10 gigawatts is like $400 billion, right? Yeah, something like that.
Why? Because AI needs chips, lots of them. Not just GPUs, but CPUs, networking hardware, and memory, all designed for AI acceleration. At number 3, Huang says jobs will transform and the economy will expand. This is one of his most important points. AI will not simply eliminate jobs.
Intelligence is not a zero-sum game. The more intelligent people I'm surrounded by, the more geniuses I'm surrounded by, surprisingly, the more ideas I have, the more problems I imagine that we can go solve, the more work we create, the more jobs we create. For the next several decades, my sense is that the economy is going to grow. Lots of new jobs are going to be created. Every job will be changed. Some jobs will be lost. And we're not going to be, riding horses on streets.
At NVIDIA, he says, I use AI all the time. My analysts use it. My engineers use it. Every one of them uses AI. In his vision, every worker will soon have an AI buddy. Co-pilots that code, draft, design, analyze, and problem solve with them. This will transform how jobs are done. But instead of mass employment, Huang believes AI will unlock new opportunities. As we will get new ideas, we'll have more problems to solve. More productivity means more innovation. More innovation means new markets, and yes, new jobs. Number 4, China is seconds behind. When he says behind whom, he means the US.
They're years behind us. Is it 2 years, 3 years? Come on, they're nanoseconds behind us.
Nanoseconds.
Yeah, they're nanoseconds behind us.
Huang also issued a warning to policymakers, don't underestimate China. Many in Washington think that export control of NVIDIA chips will slow down Beijing progress by years. Huang's assessment, China is nanoseconds behind us. Huawei and other Chinese companies are racing forward. The AI race, he reminds us, is global, and the US lead is slimmer than most assume. At number 5, we will all have our own R2-D2. He isn't just focused on data centers. He is convinced that AI will get personal. He predicts that each one of us will soon have our own R2-D2-like companion, embodied, conversational, and always on. What the smartphones were to the 2010s, Huang thinks personal AI companions will be to the 2030s. Number 6, everyone is going to be power limited. There is one bottleneck that most people ignore: energy. Training and running massive AI models just doesn't need chips. It needs electricity at national scale. That's why he says every country will soon need 3 pillars of infrastructure: energy, communications and internet, and now AI infrastructure. His line was sharp. Every single country will need AI infrastructure to compete. Building these AI factories, he argues, will be as strategic as building railroads or power grids once were. At number 7, he says AI is the great equalizer.
Now close the technology divide with technology. This is something that everybody's got to engage. OpenAI has 800 million active users. It really needs to be 6 billion, right? It really needs to be 8 billion soon. And so
AI puts world-class tools into the hands of anyone with curiosity. Whether you're a student in India, a startup founder in Africa, or a researcher in Europe. This democratization of capability, he argues, will lift more people into the global economy and accelerate growth. He advises, just get on the train. You will figure it out. In other words, don't wait. The future belongs to those who start building with AI now. So here is Jensen Huang's roadmap. OpenAI could be $1 trillion company. Compute spending will hit $5 trillion a year. Every job will change with AI co-pilots. China is seconds behind. We will all have our own R2-D2. Nations will have to race and build AI infrastructure, and AI will equalize opportunity worldwide. That's not just NVIDIA's vision, it's a blueprint for the next 5 years of global progress. The only question is, are you on the train?